I know, girl. Just give me a second.
I did that too. Everybody I fell in.
You alright, girl?
I know, right? It's like, oh, this kid. Every time you fall in, it's like, oh god, gotta get out, gotta get out. They're gonna eat me. Can't have that. Can never go wrong with that. Take it easy. Yeah. Kick them. Yeah, do that thing with the curb where you put their mouth on the curb and you stomp on the back of their head. What's that called again? Yeah, let's do that. Makes sense.
Okay there.
I tried to. I left without them seeing me, and then I was like, I should go back. And I was gonna sneak in and mess them up, and I wound up getting spotted, so I just shot them all. And then I dumped the bodies back in the swamp, and I chased the horses off. Because, I don't know. Figured I may as well be thorough, Yeah. All right. Oh. Oh. Here we go. I still have to go, but can you customize your machete at the gunsmith? I have to go do that. I do not like those guys. Those guys can go suck a dick. A whole bag of furry dicks. Whoa. Rage, fucking rage. He is such a great character. He really is. Just the way he says everything. Wow, okay, a lot to process. On the one hand, we get to watch porn. But on the other, we might have to eat cum. But on the third hand, I'm looking at prepubescent Nick, and I don't think his frosting factory's open for business yet. But on the fourth hand, that fucker punched you in the face so he can eat a dick and a Jisket. I love that character. He is so great. Oh, Jesus.
These heels, everything. Scoot. Free shares everything. Get back, quick.
I'm Batman. Oh my god, did you watch the College Humor Batman collection? Oh my god. Oh, there's two of them that yeah. Okay, so there's one where he decides on a voice. He's got this guy dangling off the side of a building while he's trying to decide what voice to use as Batman. And the other one is that scene with what's her name and Bane and him, and they got the detonator, and that one, like where he can't stop being dirty. Yeah, he can't stop being like sexually inappropriate. It is hilarious. I think that one's like Badman or something. You really got to check it out. And that's why I don't let people survive, because these guys are dicks. Wow, these Murphy guys are everywhere. His pussy has a page.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
You done good, girl.
Howdy.
Oh, wow. Oh my god. I just found the best mask ever. I found, well, they sell some at the fence, but I just found a couple, and oh sweet Jesus. Well, I found one before, and this one is just like, ugh.
Okay then, girl. Easy now. Yeah, that's my girl.
Oh, there?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Just wait
I
a
got
second,
another
girl.
perfect elk hide. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Hopefully. Yeah, he did. What are you trying to do? Damn. See, they need to do a map like they did for the original Battlefront 2 with the Mos Eisley, with that particular battle where everybody was a hero. Well, that's why they're supposed to be jetpack troops. Then, well, really figured you wouldn't have an issue with that. I figured the real issue would be getting people to stop showing you their nips. I'm sure it'd be better to get a nip pick every day than a dick pick every day. Crafting all sorts of stuff. Stuff for the horse, stuff for me. Let's see what that guy wants.
You alright, girl?
Is that what it is?
Easy, easy. Okay, my girl.
What you eating? It's not. It's so not worth it. It has no flavor. It doesn't actually do anything. I mean, it's literally a waste. It doesn't do anything. It's inert. Like, seriously. So apparently, not only can you do that slow draw at any time, you can some of the cabins you can shoot the doors open with your shotgun. Flight feathers. You can get them off most birds, but but you'll get feathers from the specific animal, and then you'll get a couple flight feathers, and then the rest of whatever you pull off them. Yep, it's flight feather, arrow. Don't think there's anything else. It might take a bullet or something because you're supposed to put a casing over it. I've been getting mine from wild boar. But I'd assume... Here, actually, I can check my satchel. I just took an elk. Yeah, I don't have any from the... I don't have any from the elk. But you always get one off boar, it seems. As far as elk goes, it was also a cow and not a bull, so...
You done good, girl. You done good, girl.
Here, I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. You know, I was looking at the calendar and I was just reminded, so here in America, our big day of fireworks is the 4th of July, the day we celebrate our independence, right? England, their big day of fireworks is today, the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes Day. Today, someone tried to blow up their government. The great gunpowder plot. You know where else you can find them? You probably don't even notice them. Smoke the premium packs of cigarettes you have. Sometimes they have a card in them. Apparently, I did not know that until a little while ago. Actually. Yep. Yes, they do. I take it he's not a fan. What game's he talking about? So basically it's like a big neutered lame version of Left 4 Dead. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I told people I'm a huge fan of zombie stuff, as you can tell by my gamer tag, and even I was like, nope. You know, if they did I mean, they had it on PS3. It's like, give me a remaster. Give me a remaster for PS4 and I'll buy it. Like, seriously. No, I did not. I did not. I know I could have read them online for free. But I got tired by the characters like a while ago. Actually, for my zombie show fix, I've actually been watching Z Nation. No, it's a sci-fi channel zombie show, and it's far better than The Walking Dead because yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Walking Dead spends the entire time going, maybe the real monsters are us people. Can we ever overcome it and do something better? No, we can't. We're just monsters. Oh, look, the real monsters are people this whole time. And it just repeats that ad nauseum season after season. And it's like, you can't just have characters that refuse to learn from their situations. These are people, I mean, they've been at this for a while now. It's the apocalypse. Why do you have to keep learning the same lesson over and over again? Like, I shit you not. What season was that where they went to, where they were following the train tracks to that fucking town? What was the name of it? Come on. Like the season ended basically like with them seeing like something painted on like on a sign along the train tracks, welcome like to whatever the name of the town was or the settlement. Terminus, that's it. The first time I saw that sign, I shit you not, the first time they showed the sign talking about Terminus, I turned to the other people in the room and I went, I guarantee you that's a fucking place full of cannibals. The very first time I saw the sign. And then when they started doing the walk in, and I went, they're cannibals. And everybody's like, what is it? And like, what are you talking about? Look, everything's fine. It's like, do you see a fucking cow? Where's the beef they're cooking? Do you hear any animals at all? They're eating people. Like, it was so broadcast, so far ahead that I saw that at the end of the previous season, and I knew what was going to happen. And I never read the comics, which told me it's like they are so formulaic in what they're trying to say over and over again that it's just not worth it. And goodbye. I mean, though I have to say, what my favorite part had to have been where they ate what's his name after he had gotten bitten. I'm tainted meat. Like, that was good. I fucking loved that scene. Like, don't get me wrong, there are scenes in it. Like, there are the occasional parts that I really like, but there's a lot of it that I'm just like, nah. Yeah, and what she did to the governor was way better in the comic. I didn't read it, but there are a few. Yeah, like among other things, like that. That was just like that. Didn't she like gouge out? She took an eye with the spoon, or like it wasn't even something sharp. Like it was like something slow and like shitty. Like they really. Well, see, if they, in all seriousness, like I feel if they wanted to do The Walking Dead right as a show, if they wanted to do it right, it take the Walking Dead universe, take the influences of the characters in said universe, and just do all new characters for the show. This way you have no preconceived ties to any character that's in there, and this way it doesn't matter how main of a character it is. Nobody's safe. They can literally kill the main character in the middle of an episode in the middle of the season. No. How about no? The setup from Z Nation. No shit. First, I don't know if you've seen it. I know I'm gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna. First episode, they set up this guy as if as he's like gonna be like the hero of the show, right? Like this is the guy who's gonna get shit done, right? And they fucking kill him like right there, just gone. Like oh shit! It's like they literally spent. Well, yeah, they spent the whole episode like building it, like this guy's gonna be the hero, and it was just like, oh my god! And the fact that as it went on, they were just like, you know what? Yeah, you'll go. Okay, so I don't know if you read the book World War Z. Okay, so the book and the movie are two entirely different things. The movie is trash. The movie did you just say bye? Oh, hi. I thought you were so quiet. I thought I heard bye, and I was like, "You're leaving? Oh, it's so early." Hi. Yeah, it it takes place right after the whole World War Z, you know, and it's anecdotes, it's stories from people who were involved in various conflicts and various in uh, uh you know, whatever around the world during the whole thing, from accounts from a soldier who was with the big military push at Yonkers to try and stop the undead horde that was coming out of the city, to yeah, to one of the guys who was behind like the protocol for Israel shutting everything, or not Israel. It was one of those or Egypt. Jerusalem, something like that. They were like you know, they had known what they'd need to do in that kind of situation, and like it was like the way they picked people by genetics and whatnot, just to like if this is all we're gonna be able to do, then we're gonna have to pick, you know, go through and really be subjective about who we save and who we don't, because we can't save everybody. To like just all over the world, from soldiers to survivors. One was like some blind guy who had wound up living in the forest in like China or something, and because there was nobody else around, it didn't matter that he was blind because he could hear them coming from so far away. Oh yeah, World War Z was a fantastic book. It would have made a great TV show. Each week, I mean, they could, you know, do it in like mini series. So every couple of weeks, it focuses on like one survivor, one group of survivors, whatever, one story. And then the next week, just whole new characters. So this way, they can do whatever with the characters. They can be heroes and villains. They can die. They can live. It doesn't matter, because they can tell the story how they want without having to try and preserve continuity. But that's just me. Yeah. What's that? Well, no, because the smaller budget of AMC is what gave them. I mean, they were slow seasons, but they also had impactful moments. Well, I mean, I watched up until like the whole thing with Negan, and then I just got disgusted with the whole thing because I was like, just the way they tried to go about getting to Hilltop during that whole thing, I was like, this is fucking trash. Like, this is stupid. There is absolutely no thought that went into any of these characters. Well, like these characters are literally being dumb just for plot, and then I didn't even get to those, but I mean, just that alone, it's like it hasn't been the apocalypse long enough for people to not know how to fucking speak. Okay, no, the timeline hasn't been that long, but come on. You're supposedly you're transporting a sick person, and you're in what's known hostile territory during the zombie apocalypse. Let's stick everybody in a fucking Winnebago. Okay, let's stick them all in a Winnebago. Something with the thinnest sheet metal on the sides. Something that's the hardest to turn around on these country roads. And we're just going to all ride together into all these ambushes. Over and over again. And then on top of it, after the whole thing, here they are carrying her through the woods. She's fucking crying and screaming, right? They fucking bash Glenn's head in, and she shuts the fuck up. Bitch, if you could shut the fuck up now, you could have shut the fuck up while they were going through the woods. You are literally having characters be dumb over and over again just to push your plot. And I can't watch that because it just makes me mad. It's like, you're dumb for no reason. Well, I mean, come on. They didn't even have the balls to kill Rick. I mean... Oh, and how about that stupid Glenn survived fitting under a dumpster? It's like, oh, well, we had to have a specially modified dumpster made for this scene. No shit, because it's completely unrealistic. Here you have a show grounded in human drama and realism, and then you're going to have something like that? Everybody knows you can't crawl under a goddamn dumpster, and if you could, I'm telling you, those zombie arms are long enough to reach you because you ain't tucking that deep under there. Like... You know, so it yeah, he's taken away by some government agency, and apparently there's like 3 AMC movies that are that they're looking to have in the works with his character. Yeah, but it's like you know, at least give a character like that a decent send-off. I mean, but, you know, they have a habit of that. It's a bait and switch. They always try and leave you hanging, but they don't know how to set up a good cliffhanger without it being some kind of trope. I mean, if they had stepped away from the known characters, so like they could, you know, they literally, like, again, like in the case of Rick, they didn't even have to they shouldn't have announced him leaving at all. That should not have been leaked. Yeah, any at all. And, you know, it should have been the kind of thing, like, you... Even after all these years, they shouldn't be afraid to kill a character like that, literally in the middle of a season. Don't have this one episode full of flashbacks before it, and then this other episode where, you know, half the time's taken up by them remembering conversations they had with, you know, people they loved. And, you know, it's like you are literally just creating filler because you don't have enough story. Come on. Don't be afraid to kill a character, especially a character. Like, seriously, like if I was setting up the character of Negan, right, and I wanted to set him up as like this monster to like really prove a point and make the fact that they're letting him, like, they keep him alive to mean something, I would have had him bash Maggie's head in. Seriously, as a writer, I would have had him beat Maggie's face in. Because that would have, it would have had the most impact. I mean, here he is beating, like, he's the strict leader. He is supposedly trying to keep his people alive, but he'll sit there and bash the face in of a pregnant woman. But realistically, in those kind of times, something like that, you know, she has like maybe preeclampsia or something. Without modern medicine, she'll die anyway from those kind of complications. So, in reality, killing her would be less of a drain on resources and probably less torturous for her, in reality. So, there's the two sides to look at it. Here he is being an absolutely pragmatic, cold, but calculating leader. To Rick's group, he's a brutal monster who just beat in the face of a pregnant woman. Like that would have been way better than which random guy did he kill? Oh, look, he beat in the face of two people. Like, hell, and then that's when they could have done, and it could have been like the least graphic killing in the entire history of the show, and it still would have been the most impactful. I mean, that's when they could have done with all the characters, all like only hearing it in the distance. They didn't even have to be there for it. You know, just hearing it in the distance, and it would have had just as much impact. Without the whole like Glenn gurgling with his head caved in. You know, sometimes less is more when applied properly.
Here I am, as promised.
Captain Monroe.
Of course.
Chief's going out trying to find medications. It's quite a business.
Yes. Thought we were through with all of this.
We are,
This is a good soup.
mostly. Colonel Favors seems to think the natives have broken some promise they never made. Apparently he's punishing them by withholding vaccines sent down by the federal government.
Really?
I was supposed to oversee the administration of vaccines. Now
How about, have you ever seen Die You Zombie Bastards?
To be honest, I truly don't know. They say
It's with the redneck zombies. Their weakness is deodorant.
Is that what you think?
I'm trying to
No.
find out. He knows I'm trying to find out. He'd love to provoke me almost as much as he'd love to provoke these poor bastards.
Meaning
that despite
Or how about
I think he's a
Zombievers?
horse's ass.
Zombievers.
So we're just stuck here trying to make the best of things.
Good one.
this is the best of things. Children dying of diseases.
No. This is awful.
Where is this wagon? Where can we find it?
I can show you. Supposed to be heading to a pediatric coming up through Valentine, but it's been diverted south instead.
Come on, Captain Monroe.
Mr. Morgan, you must act with due caution.
Oh, we shall. We surely shall. Now come.
Okay. I think I know a spot where we should be able to intercept it.
Lead the way, Captain.
All right. Here we go. Let's see where this guy's gonna lead me. It's probably way off in the middle and nowhere, like they always do.
Yes and no. He knows I'm here to produce a report on the situation. I was sent down from the north after all the years of unrest in the region. But I think my presence might be making things worse.
What do you mean?
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Although you gotta be careful. If you play with that too much, you go blind. Yeah. You just gotta watch out for those one-eyed trouser snakes. Hey there, buddy.